Guardian, someone's on the line.
Before the Giver was found to exiles, the long drift eroded our spirit of eons. Our catch was poisoned by ether hunger and treachery. But just when exiles were near our house, death, the Giver's gravity reach led us to its dark matter. And inside, discovery of the voice invisible. Words of mind alone. The power to speak as one. And in Giver's reach, we also found Ionians. From many lives, we shared discovery. The ways of dark matter open to all. Integration and ether life for our house. Then came the Deathless Warriors. From beyond the Giver's orbit. Strong, impressive, with power beyond stars. The exiles share no hatred with you. We want only the gifts of the Giver. But if the Deathless steal dark matter from our house, they will be met with blades. All will perish who take what is freely given.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, you should be nearing a refinery or some kind of drilling operation. Coordinates incoming. I think this is where they're processing their ether. Maybe we can disable their machinery until the Ionians can correct the process.
Okay, I see it from up here. Derelict scanners are picking up all sorts of weird gravity fluctuations, and a whole heck of a lot of exiles.
Orin says these trains are like quantum entangled objects, held in superposition across the fourth dimension.
Yeah, Orin says a lot of things no one understands.
No, I get it. It's like a time lock.
We're through. Now to disable the Exile's dark matter refinery.
I wish it was as simple as talking to them. Last time I tried, I got shot at. And it wasn't my Elixni accent.
They get real touchy sometimes. Sensitive little crustaceans.
Crustaceans. Interesting. Well, I think their diet is causing the issue. Like drinking from lead pipes, cut off the supply, and their heads might clear up.
Guardian, I'm reading some highly charged energy through one of these pipelines. Lodi, did the Ionians ever explain why they stopped working with the House of Exile? From what I gather, it didn't end well.
I got to talking with one of the old pilots who gabbed on the subject a bit. Ionians tried to synthesize ether for the house.
Why? It's not a simple job. Leave it to those servitor garbage disposals. Matter goes in, ether comes out. Easy.
Except here, everything's imprinted with dark matter, which they apparently want to extract for a pure conversion to ether. The Ionians say it shouldn't be harmful, but the singularity seems to make it toxic to the Elixni.
That's it!
You make us sick, but I am mighty. Exile is our teacher, our home. Our rifles are many. Our will is anointed by the giver.
That's strange. It doesn't have enough juice to charge the relay. Maybe we can overcharge the cannon somehow. Guardian, it's supercharging the cannon. This is the house's central refinery. My scans are going a little haywire, but that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressures.
Let me fill you in on a little secret. None of House Exile's gear has safety regulators. My kind of people.
Hey, team. I've seen those little flying bots play hot potato delivering dark matter down to your proximity.
I have an idea. Guardian, a concentration of dense matter could send the whole system over the edge. Let's look for those shanks. I think we can fit under the grate with the pipeline. You were right, Lodi. This scans like dark matter, wrapped around an artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
Pressure's increasing, but the pipes are still holding. We need more.
Incoming exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight. Their leader doesn't sound like he's crazed or confused. He has an agenda and a voice to wield it.
Seen a lot of those types in my time.
Maybe we could still reason with him. Lavask, the House of Exiles and the Ionians used to be allies. Don't turn your back on that. Let's look for a solution. Together.
It's barely holding together. One more, Guardian.
Protect our ascension!
Well now, that went, great.
It did. We learned the house around this giver. Watch your flank, Guardian.
Lies. Ionians want us truth blind to keep the anomaly's sight from Elixir eyes. We suffer. All suffer.
I came here thinking these elixirs were poisoned and needed help. But this... like a bunch of holy rollers.
More exiles between you and the exit.
This Archon has a stranglehold on these people. They're gonna follow him right into the grave.
I am seeing your doom. Your fall, spread across many visions, many possibilities. Only one must strike true.
That pilot I spoke to, he mentioned the Archon, Lavask, wasn't always the leader of the house. But one day he starts getting visions, next he gets a taste for politics.
A gift from his giver.
The giver and the singularity sound like synonyms, but I can't see how a black hole gives anyone anything.
Given what we know, my hypothesis is that the source of the Holy Singularity, as the Ionians call it, and the Exile's giver are one and the same.
Ikora, the Nine invited us here. It was 3. The thought just... it's like it unlocked in my head.
Three didn't just bring us here to deal with the Archon.
Agreed. What is the planet but a single Elixir? Either way, we need to neutralize the threat he poses to the Ionians. I've seen leaders like Lavask before. He doesn't want a war. He just can't look weak in front of his people. Could we offer the Archon safety in the city for technology? I bet they have a solution to the temporal disturbances on Kepler.
You can't just shove a power-hungry maniac in the middle of the city and expect it not to go off. Reality is, your idea is the fastest way in the world to lose the last safe place on it. I ain't losing anything else.
I've heard a lot of saber-rattling old men say that same thing. They all had one commonality: fear. a hot tip from my favorite informant. That ship we cut the power to, the Archon's on it. We stopped it from being operational, but he's determined to get it airborne.
Wouldn't be the first ketch you've stormed, Hero, or the first house you've toppled.
I don't have the ship's location, but I might have something just as good. Goes by the name Prime Servitor, and they're holding the Strangelet we need. This will either draw the Archon out so we can deal with him, or at least weaken his authority and delay whatever he's planning to do to the Singularity with that Elixni warship.
All right, Hero. If the kid's lead is good, the house shouldn't be expecting you.
My lead is good. Our Strangelet's here. I can feel it.
Deathless, you arrive, yes, as it was foretold. This is one of the fated clashes by exiles. Our Prime will metal test the Deathless. It is blessed with the Giver's powers. House of Exile will defend it until the end.
I was hoping this would get their attention. Next time we have a quiet moment, I want to try to get them talking. It's worked before.
There's a high concentration of dark matter running through this facility.
Could the Prime Servitor be integrating it into the House's Arc network?
Whatever the Archon's planning, he must need the Servitor.
That's a good angle to apply pressure. I'll work it.
There has to be a way through those laser barriers.
I've seen the House use teleporters to navigate these mazes. Do you feel it, Lavask? Walls are closing in. If the Deathless destroys your house's Prime Servitor, how can you be favored by the Giver?
Our Prime stands in defiance of the Deathless, in service of its holy Archon. It will be reborn and ascend into the timeless space.
Sounds pretty fishy to me, kid.
Admit it, Lavask, you're a false prophet. And right now, you're terrified because your plan won't work without your servitor.
Only my vision shows the path. I am a faithful and will deliver your promised ascension.
Archon, how do you plan to ascend without the Strangelet? It's all falling apart, isn't it?
We are cunning. In depths unreachable, we prepare our voyage. You believe you stopped us? You cannot stop our fated harvest.
Lodi, it appears your lead checks out. Here's our prime servitor, and the energy signature coming off of it matches the singularity.
It's definitely holding the Strangelet capsule we're looking for.
I told you my intel was reliable. Now, you take out the servitor, and I'll get the Archon to talk.
Got a whole flock of smaller servitors buzzing around. Damn, they're everywhere.
They're like watchdogs. We'll have to clear them out to get to the Prime.
Draw them away from the generator and scrap them.
House Exile.
Lodi, it appears your lead checks out. Here's our prime servitor, and the energy signature coming off of it matches the singularity.
It's definitely holding the Strangelet capsule we're looking for.
I told you my intel was reliable. Now, you take out the servitor, and I'll get the Archon to talk.
Got a whole flock of smaller servitors buzzing around. Damn, they're everywhere.
They're like watchdogs. We'll have to clear them out to get to the Prime.
That servitor tripped some kind of magnetic lockdown.
It's cut off from the generator. Shield down.
Can your flesh withstand a dissection, Atomic? Visions of your scattering come to be.
More servitors flooding in. We'll need to take them out.
I know you're listening, Levast. I know people are too. They're watching the Deathless shed light on your lies, doubting you.
Our catch takes flight. Our drills tipped with the Giver's power. Into the singularity we ascend!
other shield generators vulnerable.
Yep, stomach's turning. That's another shield down.
Deathless will know the Giver smite as it tears through their false heart and flimsied will.
There it is. Your plan. A full-scale push into the Singularity, and those rumors of using a powered-up catch were right on the money. Lo hice. Thank you for your cooperation.
Next generator's tight. Looks like there's a crawl space under the floor.
We'll find a way through.
Storm with cloud liars at your back. You reap with ours and break what others build. See what they take from us, my family. My house, stand with your Archon against the deathless blight. Protect the Giver. Protect your holy servitor. Not like this.
It's over, Lavask. Your Prime Servitor is lost, and we have its Strangelet capsule.
I reject this. We reject this. A defeat here was always a possibility. Met just one of the many paths to the grand design. I am victorious. Exiles victorious. We are fated to conquer the deathless. Defeat looms for those who reject the Giver's embrace. You will see, as I have seen. Exiled children of Lavask, the Giver's arms await us. We will bore into the timeless space and ascend.
Timeless space? They want to go into the black hole. Make it big enough so they can all go through? That's ascension?
Look at this coward, running off every line he can think of. We might have broken him.
But you picked that up. They're gearing up to try to harvest a member of the Nine. I have no earthly idea how, but it can't be good.
You dismantled that con like a pro, kid. Got him spilling everything, just to save face. Nice work.
Thanks for the assist.
One Prime Servitor down, one capsule in the Guardian's hand.
And one Strangelet to help stabilize Kepler. We're not out of the woods yet, but every bit helps to stop that singularity from growing. Orin's informed me the Ionians need our assistance again.
Get that back to the Caldera, hero. Keep me in the loop if we gotta move. I don't think we've seen the last of our boy Lavask.
Speaking of being in the loop, Mr. Drifter, Orin had mentioned you two used to know each other.
There was a time when that had been a line, and you'd be crossing it. But that was a long time ago. Yeah, we knew each other.
Lodi, as the Guardian tracks down more strangelets, we're wanting to better understand the presence of dark matter on Kepler. Do you have an Ionian contact we could speak with?
Sure do. Dr. Carnahan's gonna be your gal. She's, she's a bit of a recluse, doing a bunch of research out here in the sticks. She was one of the first Ionians I met when I landed here. I say met. She did point some kind of thingamajig at my head. Not a gun, mind you, more like a Swiss medieval gauntlet.